Hello and welcome to Favorite Rugby on Favorite Sports. For today's England versus Ireland preview, what could be the end of the Six Nations really if Ireland were to get a bonus point victory, will put them basically out of touch from the rest and will basically seal the Six Nations title for them this weekend. But can a struggling England side take apart what everybody keeps saying, the current best team in the world in the second or penultimate round at Twickenham, and an England team which has been quite disappointing so far this Six Nations? It's evident that they're building something new, but all of a sudden a lot of sort of turmoil apparently within the squad. Talks about them not having done any attacking drills, for example, during training, that they're just focusing on the defense, for example. Talks about players being unhappy about the environment in the England camp and the set tactics and stuff like that. So maybe a little bit of dissension in the ranks potentially. Will this mean that they rally themselves and put up a fight against Ireland, or could they potentially get blown away? Could Steve Borthwick be under serious pressure if this is a big score on Saturday? We'll find out, won't we, in just over 2 days' time. But the big news is there's a couple of returns for both teams, and some significant ones as well. Before we look at the two teams, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. We're going to start with the home side, which is England. And the big news is off the bench. We will see the return of Marcus Smith, who will get his first taste of Six Nations action this weekend, should he come on, which I'm sure he will at some point during the game. But before we get there, in the front row, it's an unchanged front row of Ellis Gens, Jamie George and Dan Cole. Jamie George will continue to captain the side at hooker. Then to change the second row, George Martin comes into the side and will partner Mario Toje. However, Ollie Chesson will continue to start, but he will shift to the flank and will start the number 6 jersey. He will partner Sam Underhill and Ben Earl, who will continue to start for England. Alex Mitchell comes into the side. He will partner George Ford in that half-back pairing. Ollie Lawrence, Henry Slade continue their combination, but a very new look back three. First of all, Emmanuel Ferro-Aboso gets his first start for England on the wing. Tommy Freenham then slots from the 14 to the 11. So he swaps wings there and starts in the number 11 jersey. And then George Furbank continues at number 15. Off the bench, it will be Theo Dan, Joe Marler, Will Stewart in the front row. Chandler Cunningham himself comes into the bench, or swaps from the 19 to the 20. Stops in the 20 to the 19, rather, to make space for Alex Dombrandt, who comes into the 23. Danny Kerr will start on the bench. Marcus Smith comes in. Elliot Daly also dropped down to the bench. So some interesting decisions to not have the experience of an Elliot Daly in that back line, but very much a new look back line and potentially a back line of the future. If we then look at the Ireland side, as they're very consistent with their selection, and it's an unchanged pack of Andrew Porter, Dan Sheehan, and Tyke Furlong in the front row. Joe McCarthy, who's been tremendous so far in the Six Nations, with partner, probably the best utility forward in the world, Tyke Byrne. Peter O'Mahony continues to captain in the number 6 jersey. Josh van der Fleer, former World Player of the Year, Caelan Doris, completing that pack. Jamison Gibson Park will partner Jack Crowley. James Lowe, Calvin Nash continue on the wings, as do Bundy Aki and Robbie Henshaw in the centres. The big news for Ireland is that Hugo Keenan is once again fit and comes in the number 15 jersey, which sees Kieran Frawley drop down to the bench. Ronan Kelleher, Ken Healy, and Finley Beelum with them as the replacement front row. Ian Henderson comes into the number 19 jersey. Ryan Baird continues to get backed, as does Jack Conan, in that sort of bomb squad 6-2 split, very much being used in a similar fashion that the Springboks use their 6-2 split, with regards to deploying them at a similar time and really looking for impact players. Conor Murray and Kieran Frawley are the two backline replacements there for Ireland. In terms of tactically, the big question is, what does England do? Do they try and throw a course to the wind? Do they try and attack Ireland and see if they can exploit them? Do they maybe respect them and say, well, they are currently the best side in the world, and we therefore can't give them too much space, keep it tight? The one thing for me is you've got to attack the breakdown. So I think something like Sam Underhill is going to be incredibly important at the breakdown, to try and slow the ball down. Because if Ireland get clean and quick ball, they could potentially run England off their feet, which is kind of what Ireland do. So very interesting to see, again, the tactics that England will go to. Ireland will play the way Ireland play. That's just what they do. They don't really need to deviate really from the sort of what they've been doing, because it's working. So I don't think we'll see too much difference from Ireland. For me, it'll be also eyes on England, exactly how they decide to go about things. But let me know what you think is going to happen down in the comments below. Let me know what your score predictions are. I'm predicting an Ireland bonus point victory, but I'd love to see England try and pull off a bit of a miracle just to keep the Six Nations alive. So let me know if you think it's possible down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve, and I'll chat to you soon.